Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Dutch defense controls the important e4 square, but somewhat weakens black's kingside. g3 prepares to fianchetto the light-squared bishop to g2, where it will control the center from the long diagonal. Knight f6 develops the knight and controls the e4 square. Bishop g2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. e6 allows the dark-squared bishop to develop, supports the f5 pawn, and controls the d5 square. c4 takes space in the center, controls the d5 square, and prepares to develop the queen's knight behind the c-pawn. Solid. Continuing with standard opening theory. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This defends the attacked pawn. The queen joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Textbook play so far. This takes an outpost, a square where the knight cannot be kicked out by a pawn. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. White develops the knight and attacks the center. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. The rook joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. One of the best moves. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This is a fair move. This forces the opponent to double pawns. Takes back. This moves the knight to safety. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This misses an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This allows the opponent to kick a bishop. This overlooks an opportunity to kick a bishop. Recaptures. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. That pawn capture will win material after all trades are complete. Takes back. Recaptures. This attacks a knight, winning a tempo when it moves away. This blocks white's pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. A very strong play. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Right on target. A solid choice. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. The piece finds a new active square. The piece finds a new active square. Very precise. One of the best moves. This is not the right idea. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This overlooks a better way to move a rook to safety. This moves the knight to safety. This misses an opportunity to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. This permits the opponent to take an outpost with a knight. This is the only good move. The knight now occupies a secure outpost. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. A very strong play. This is the only move that works. This permits the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. Taking that pawn wins material after the follow-up trades are made. Takes back. This makes a passed pawn. An active king is critical in the endgame, and getting it off of the back rank is the first step. This is the strongest option. That's fine. This is the only good move. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Right on target. A solid choice. This wins material. This steps away from the checking rook. This overlooks an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Very precise. This is the only move that works. This evades the check from the rook. This defends the attacked pawn. This is the only good move. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Pushing a passed pawn. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This steps away from the checking rook. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. This is the strongest option. Pushing a passed pawn. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. This is the only move that works. This defends the attacked pawn. This evades the check from the rook. Right on target. One of the best moves. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This is the way to win a pawn. This evades the check from the rook. That was a free pawn.